Hello everybody, welcome to the 5th Diamond Report. It's Friday, April the 8th. This one's short and sweet, but very exciting. First topic for the week, and this is important for both schools to hear and also for umpires. I'll talk about that. Yesterday, the NSAA board had their April board meeting, and in that board meeting, two things were passed that will affect baseball in 2023. Number one, there will be a Class C in baseball next year. So we will classify Class A just like we always have in recent time with any school above 850 in their 3-grade enrollment going to Class A. And then whatever schools remain after Class A is classified will be split evenly to determine who's in B and who's in C. There will obviously be some dominoes that fall. I'm assuming and guessing we're going to have some schools that jump in that are smaller schools in our state that have not been in baseball, and now that we have a Class C, they may jump in. I anticipate maybe a couple of co-ops breaking up because we can now have a Class C. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but it's very exciting. Baseball is a huge sport in our state. It's popular. Just look at the weekend youth tournaments. I end up at a lot of them with my son. Baseball is a big deal. It's very important, and we're excited that we'll have another class and some growth in our state with this sport. One angle I want to take, and this is probably for coaches, ADs, and umpires, and I want you to start thinking about in your area regarding umpires and the number of umpires available to work games. And I say that because we're going to add one school in Lincoln. We're going to add 2 schools in Omaha the year after. So in the 23-24 school year, we'll be adding another school in the Omaha area and another school in the Lincoln area. And the reason I say that is you have this going on in conjunction with another class and the potential to add some schools into baseball. We're going to have more high school baseball games that need to be officiated and umpired in the next couple of years than we've ever had. And so it's important for, if you're an assigner, to take notice, start thinking about how you're going to build up your umpire numbers, just especially in the Lincoln, Omaha metro areas, just based off what I just said. But then there's other parts of the state that maybe you're short a little bit, and you may have a new school jump in because it's Class C is coming in the mix. So again, have that on your radar. If you're an AD, think through that some as well. If you're a coach, think through that as well. There are ways and some intentional things that I'm going to have to do in our office and you're going to need to do to keep retaining our umpires, but also to build up that database because we're just going to have more games. So take notice of that. The other thing the board did yesterday was they approved a change in the format for the state baseball tournament next year. Next year, we will go away from the what was considered the old Legion format, the format we've operated under for many years here, and we will move towards bringing in 8 qualifiers, setting up 2 14 double elimination brackets, and then the winners of those 2 14 double elimination brackets will meet for a winner-take-all championship final. So the championship final will be 1 game. So that right there will be a change, and I think it's exciting. I think it's obvious what our schools wanted. It was voted through pretty handedly one way, and so we're excited for that. And with both of these changes, my job now becomes I've got to decide, think through, and determine where Class C state baseball will fit in. Does it fit into Omaha or does it fit in elsewhere? When we look at the grand scheme of things, and while I'm determining that, I will also look at what that new baseball format will do to the existing state championship finals. So again, some great news coming from baseball yesterday. The only other things I want to talk about is umpires. Remember, your deadline to apply for postseason consideration is tonight at midnight, so make sure you're doing that. Make sure you apply and give me your dates that you can work districts or state. And then also, umpires on May 1st, you've got that NHSOA clinic available to you, and it will be sponsored by the NHSOA, and it'll be a 3-person clinic to get you ready for districts. So, oh yeah, coaches, remember you can also vote, so can ADs on umpires for postseason consideration. Y'all have a good weekend. We'll see you soon.